Would you like to know how to secure your financial future? At philsgang.com, Phil Grandy and the Phil's Gang staff teaches and coaches you to build a successful investing plan to achieve your goals. philsgang.com gives you instruction on how to find low-risk, high-potential investing opportunities in the stock market. If you're new to the stock market and want to master the basics of stock investing and learn how to invest in stocks with little risk, then philsgang.com is your place. Learn from their extensive collection of educational videos about investing strategies and the analysis of charting. Every weekday, philsgang.com hosts live market webinars. They post market updates throughout the day. They have working investor programs, and they provide financial updates throughout the day, and all material is archived. For only $39.95 a month, there is no other service like Phil's Gang offers. Start the new year off right. Secure your financial future with philsgang.com. Give them a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264.
As a mother, you don't want to have to worry about this bill is coming, but then she needs this chemo. That's a decision you shouldn't have to make.
At St. Jude, a family never sees a bill at all. It's like the world has been lifted off of your shoulders.
The treatment doesn't get any better than what you receive at St. Jude. It saved my life. It saved my daughter's life. It saved our family.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures. Saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
Phil Grandy is a career businessman who has also been an entrepreneur all his life. He has used his business skills to take companies on the abyss of bankruptcy and bringing them back to profitability. Phil has been honored by Inc. magazine for the 500 fastest growing privately held companies and has been recognized with the prestigious Entrepreneur of the Year award. From the real estate to gas and oil industries to the stock market, Phil Grandy has mastered his line of business from start to finish. And with a passion and desire to make you a profitable investor, only Phil teaches you and guides you to make informed, unemotional investment decisions. And you'll gain the knowledge of what Wall Street doesn't want you to know. If you want to learn from the best and strengthen your ability to invest, then turn to Phil Grandy and philsgang.com. Simply call Phil's Gang at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Or go to philsgang.com.
It's pretty amazing when you consider that 7 years ago, we didn't have the treatments we have now. We cure 80% of children with cancer. Go back 50 years, we were curing 20 to 30%. This is the miracle story of modern medicine. We understand what makes this cancer tick. And of course, without donors from around the world, this just couldn't happen. There's one thing we're focused on, and that's beating this thing.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures. Saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
Here comes a new president, new beginnings, and new hopes, which can also bring volatile times. Many investors get spooked and begin to question their investments. But the thing to realize is that market volatility is inevitable, and it's a great opportunity to get in the stock market. No one at philsgang.com will tell you when the market correction is coming, and we will not promise you you're going to get rich, but we will guarantee you a good night's sleep. At philsgang.com, our number one goal is to inform investors who want to learn and invest in the stock market. We provide daily investment teaching strategies and the analysis of charting the stock market. You are informed around the clock with market webinars, market updates, working investor programs, and financial updates throughout the day. Plus, you'll enjoy the Phil's Gang customer service. Be prepared for market volatility and make profits with philsgang.com. For more information, go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. If you're a Phil's Gang member or a fan of the Phil's Gang show, then you need the all-new Phil's Gang hat. Now available in a variety of colors and cool comfort styles for only $25. You can show your Phil's Gang pride with the stylish Are You Nuts hat or Phil's Gang logo hat. Don't wait. Go to philsgang.com and click on the shopping cart icon to order your hat today or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264.
As a mother, you don't want to have to worry about this bill is coming, but then she needs this chemo. That's a decision you shouldn't have to make.
El que St. Jude no cobra ni un centavo para nosotros significa quitarnos todo ese estrés, esa preocupación y podernos enfocar en nuestra hija.
That was the first thing I was like, how are we going to do this? When St. Jude told us that we didn't have to pay a single bill, I was like, wow. they pretty much have saved us.
It's like the world has been lifted off of your shoulders, and now your focus is supporting this child.
There is not another hospital like St. Jude. The patient care is unmatchable. It saved my life. It saved my daughter's life. It saved our family.
Hi, my name is Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. You know the stock market goes up 72% of the time? Then why is it that the retail customer, 80% of the time, have lost money? Because they don't know when to get out. And that's why I'm providing a product called my MV2 chart that solves that problem. It's always about when do I get out? That problem has been solved. Check it out, my MV2 chart. Don't miss it.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. The discussed are in any way a recommendation or solicited by if considering we recommend you seek out a competent licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet.
To manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grandy.
What's got us up this far? It hasn't been earnings, it's been the prospect for better earnings.
You know, the earnings cycle is very positive.
This trade isn't just a Trump trade. It's the economic fundamentals doing better in the economy, not only in the U.S., but around the world.
And the good news is that today the economy is growing again. Wages, incomes, home values, and retirement accounts are all rising again.
What world does he live in? Welcome to Phil's Gang, coast to coast around the country and the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. It's amazing, isn't it? They're telling us, they're trying to take parking space in our head, that the stock market is up on the prospect of better earnings. Where? What a bunch of crap. I never heard such nonsense. The stock market is 25 points away from an all-time historic high on the Dow of 20,000 because of prospects of better earnings. Where? The last 5 quarters, starting with the last quarter, December 2015, earnings negative 8.3. The next quarter, minus 9. Next quarter, minus 5. Next quarter, minus 2.1. Next quarter, minus 2.7. Prospect of where's the prospect of better earnings? They just don't tell us the truth. It's amazing. The real reason we're just 24 points away from all-time historic highs is not because of prospects of better earnings. Not at all. It's because we have a system of stock buybacks, and we have a system of financial engineering. That's the real reason we're 24 points away from an all-time high on the Dow, due to financial engineering. They engineered the stock market to be there. I mean, think about, you got to go back and really look at Obama's administration, what's happened since he started in 2008. How did we get here? Where are we going to go? And as I said yesterday, I am never been so enthusiastic about being in the stock market. Because finally there's an adult in the White House. We're going to get rid of this corruption. But you got to go back and find out, well, how did we get here? How on earth could we be hitting an all-time high at 20,000 since 2008 when wages are at a 10-year low? When the participation rate of people participating in the labor market is at an all-time low. So how could we have wages at all-time low, participation at all-time low, manufacturing at all-time low, but we're hitting 20,000? Well, you got to go back and take a look, and that's what I'm going to do with you today. See, banks, remember, before the 2008 crash, the banks were selling subprime mortgages to other banks, to pension funds, to hedge funds, to anybody. You go into the bank, or a mortgage broker takes your loan application, you close, and they would take that mortgage and sell it. They'd sell it to a pension fund, a hedge fund, or another bank. How could they do that? Well, a thing called a derivative. A derivative, think of it just as a simple insurance policy. So I'm a bank. I loaned you the money. Now I'm going to sell my $100,000 mortgage to another bank because I want the cash so I can loan again. So what I do, or I sell it to a pension fund, I have an insurance policy called derivative. So in case it goes bad, if you buy it from me, don't worry. We have an insurance policy that covers your losses. And this is what happened. We had these insurance policies called derivatives. Not only that, but we had AAA ratings on these mortgages. So you take a $100,000 subprime mortgage, soon we find out, as they were falling apart, and people said, well, I want to collect my money. I got my insurance policy. And they said, well, we can't cover it. Why? Well, our insurance policies, we never were regulated, so we never put money aside, so we don't have the money to pay you. Wow. All over the country, all over the world, banks had more, let's use this $100,000 mortgage that they used to be able to sell. Now they can't sell it. It's sitting on the books, on their balance sheet. And guess what? They can't sell it. That means on their balance sheet, it reflects the value has gone from $100,000 down to, let's say, $5,000. So that means the balance sheets of all these banks in 2008, when they couldn't sell their mortgages, went down 50%, and their stock went down 50%. We had a subprime meltdown because they could not sell their mortgages because the insurance policies were no good. So we crashed. Now, instead of letting the banks collapse and let our capitalism work and the free market work, I tell you this all the time. This was Baby Bush. He should have let the collapse of these banks happen. But he didn't. He came in and he propped them up. What did he do? He gets Bernanke, head of the Federal Reserve. He gets Hank Paulson, the former head of CEO of Goldman Sachs. And Baby Bush pushing them together. The market's crashing. What are we going to do? We can't get anybody to buy these mortgages from these banks. The market keeps going down. We're down 50%. Now we're down 55%. We're going to go into a depression. Well, they said, wait a minute. We got an idea. We just need somebody to buy them, right? Yeah. So Hank Paulson and Bernanke come up with this idea. Hey, how about the Federal Reserve buying them? We can be the new buyers. We'll step in to be the new buyers. Yeah, but the problem is those $100,000 mortgages only worth $5,000. You really want them on your balance sheet? Yeah, I didn't think of that. So Paulson comes up with an idea and says, I got an idea. Let's change the accounting rules, the FASB rules, which are the accepted accounting rules all over the country. But we'll change the rules for one industry, banking. What we'll do is we'll change the rule that we don't value anymore that $100,000 subprime mortgage by what it's worth, meaning mark to market, like your mortgage on your home is determined by what a willing buyer is willing to pay for your home, correct? Well, that's the same thing with these mortgages. What a willing buyer was willing to pay for this subprime mortgage, and how they're only going to pay $5,000 for it. So why don't we change the accounting rules? We'll change the accounting rules, but we'll really financially rig this market. We'll change the accounting rules. We'll call it mark to model. We'll let the CEOs of the banks put their own value on their mortgages. And that's what they did. They went to a parasite by Frank, another parasite Dodd, Senator Dodd. They were head of the banking committee. They said, we want you to force FASB to change the rules just for the banks so that the CEOs can determine the value of these mortgages. And then, guess what? The Federal Reserve can buy them. That's what they did. So they simply turned around with a pen, changed the rules, and now that mortgage that was $100,000 went down to $5,000, which the stock of the bank went from $65 down to $5. All of a sudden, the CEO said, no, guess what? My stock is now worth $100,000 again. Oh, but wait a minute. The stock's at $5. Oh, gee, the stock's undervalued. Wow. And I'll tell you what happens next. We'll be right back. Join my gang, 877-600-GANG.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. To many, the stock market is shrouded in mystery. When do I buy? What is the stop loss? Should I invest on earnings? Is it time to sell? At Phil's Gang, we want to clear the investing fog for you. We want to make you an educated, confident investor and ultimately a profitable investor. For over 15 years, Phil Grandy and the Phil's Gang team have been dedicated to teaching, guiding, and answering your investment questions. And with our new Phil's Gang website and customer support messaging system, we are available when you need us to answer your questions. philsgang.com can be accessed from your home, office, or any location where internet is available. Plus, you never miss a beat because all material is archived. From beginner to seasoned investor, Phil Grandy has been helping thousands of people learn about the stock market and producing smart investing strategies. Whether you're preparing for retirement or looking to secure your financial future, learn, invest, and profit with Phil's Gang. That's philsgang.com. For more information, call 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. Open Line Friday. Don't forget, every Friday, here's the number, 855-745-7445. Use that number to participate in my radio show where I can give you information on your stock. Don't forget, that's every Friday, Open Line Friday. That's here on philsgang.com, every Friday.
Don't miss it. Tune in and call Phil with your stock questions on Open Line Fridays. Left-wing, right-wing, libertarians, independents. We may not all agree on politics, but we all agree that we need to plan for retirement. At philsgang.com, we prepare you and educate you on how to invest in the stock market so you can secure your retirement and live comfortably. Call Phil's Gang today, 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Or go to philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.
If you're looking to make extra income, if you're looking to pay off bills and plan for your retirement, then check out philsgang.com. philsgang.com is an online educational service that informs you, coaches you, and guides you on how to invest in the stock market. Get daily advice to buy stocks, short stocks, and learn when to get out of your positions. philsgang.com provides daily webinars, alerts, educational tutorials, and all material is archived. For more information, go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. We're offering the most powerful stock charts available on the market. The Max Best 1000 charts. Now, the difference between these charts and all the other charts is this follows the money. Yes, it gives you a buy-sell signal. I know you're going to say, well, they all do. No, not true. The difference with the Max Best is they follow the important money. The hedge funds, the biggest banks, the 401ks, the pension fund managers. That's the big difference. They're not following the emotion. That's what most charts do. They follow the money. That's what MaxVest does, follows the money. Check it out. Join my gang, philsgang.com. Oh, and the chart is low as $19.95 a month. For more information, just go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-GANG. We will see you on the charts.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264.
As a mother, you don't want to have to worry about this bill is coming, but then she needs this chemo. That's a decision you shouldn't have to make.
At St. Jude, a family never sees a bill at all. It's like the world has been lifted off of your shoulders.
The treatment doesn't get any better than what you receive at St. Jude. It saved my life. It saved my daughter's life. It saved our family.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures, saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
Hi, I'm Phil Grant at philsgang.com. You're probably familiar with a pillow commercial that's everywhere. It's on TV. And wherever you get the pillows, this new pillow that's out. You know what? You don't need a pillow good night's sleep. You want to make sure your investments are safe. That's where you get the good night's sleep. And that's what you get here at Phil's Gang with our technology. It's built in to show you when your stock is ready to fail, when your stock is ready to rally. That's right, it follows the money. You don't need a pillow, you need Phil's Gang. That's how you get a good night's sleep. You'll always know well in advance that the market's going to collapse or your stock. Join my gang, philsgang.com. For more information, just go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-GANG. We will see you on the charts.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264. Welcome back. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call, 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
Hi, my name is Phil Grant at philsgang.com. You know the stock market goes up 72% of the time? Then why is it that the retail customer, 80% of the time, have lost money? Because they don't know when to get out. And that's why I'm providing a product called my MV2 chart that solves that problem. It's always about when do I get out? That problem has been solved. Check it out, my MV. Don't miss it.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264.
And that's right. Go to 877-600-GANG, 877-600-GANG. Join my gang. And the key is you'll get a good night's sleep. Why? Because you'll know when to get out of your stock. The stock market goes up 72% of the time. 72% of the time, so you got to ask, how the hell can I make... Well, I can't understand why I can't make money. I don't understand why. Well, here's why. Listen to this dope.
I'm new to stocks, and I'm developing my portfolio. So I've been seriously looking at STM and wanted to get yours.
You know, I like ST Micro. I think it's a very stealth stock. We got some good numbers about PC growth after the close. Very strong. ST Micro's in that cohort. I like that. We are buying it at the 52-week high. But you know what? I think business is strong.
He's buying because of micro cohorts, good PC. The sun rose, the moon went down. That's why we're buying it. That's why you buy stocks. You don't buy stocks based on that garbage. That's storytelling. Wall Street loves storytelling, and that's why you hate the market. That's why you lost your money. Because of storytelling. So you get in these stocks, and you're thinking these parasites to get you shot. Not friends. So this stock, STM, I'm putting it up on my chart right now. This stock, this is amazing. This thing goes up 47%. 47%. And he wants, what? Her to buy it? After it went up 47%? What was supposed to go up on magic? And guess what? Here's the beautiful thing. Where she should have bought the stock. She should have bought the stock back on November 3rd. That's where my gang would buy it. Because why? Because the chart tells me, hey, the institutions are buying the stock. The pension funds, the hedge funds, the 401ks, the insurance companies. Don't you want to know when they're buying? Now, if you got in, and anybody can get in a stock, that's easy. It's when to get out. But here's the key. It turned red. It turned red January 4th. And it's been red now for almost 8 days. And he tells her to get in. After the thing goes up over 40%, they're taking their money out. He says to get in. You want to get trapped? That's how you get trapped. And why is he telling her to buy it? For all the wrong reasons. Because of the story. He knows the CEO. He's a buddy of the story. The stories are nasty. I mean, just unbelievable. Yeah, and it's amazing. And he said, "Oh, because you should buy it because it's a micro cohort." Micro cohort? What's that? A toothache? Micro processing. I don't even have to know about that, JR. I don't need to know anything about that. Why'd you tell me that? You're going to screw my mind up. I don't need to know anything about stock. I just know when people get into stock, I'm going to follow them. And when they get out, I'm getting out. Why do I need to know about the processing? I don't have to know about the revenue share. I don't have to know about the gross profit. I don't know about book value, profit, equity, and return on equity. What do I care how good the CEO is of this company? Is that going to help me to know what return on assets, return on equity the CEO and manager got? What does it? The stock's up 40%, and all of a sudden all the boys get out. Van gets out, BlackRock gets out, T. Rowe Price gets out, Goldman Sachs, J.P. Morgan get out. Oh, but wait a minute. He likes it because it's micro cohort. See, this is why you hate the stock. This is why you hate the stock market. Look, I'm not going to ever guarantee you that I'm going to make you rich, but I can guarantee you one thing. For years, I've been doing this for 40 years, and it drove me crazy to think, why did so many retail customers get out of the stock market after the crash of 2008? And worse, some got into bonds. Some got into fixed assets, and they got into fixed assets with interest rates near zero? Are you crazy? Whoever puts you in fixed income when interest rates are near zero, are you kidding? That's like going, you might as well commit suicide. It is financial suicide. But stop being scared over the market. First, you don't need a lot of knowledge to be in the market. Do you know what red looks like? Do you know what green looks like? That's it. Very simple. Try it for 30 days, for God's sakes. And if you like it, that's the end of it. But you haven't got to know anything about this stock. So don't you ever tell me anything about a stock again, JR. About cohort. You screw my mind up. All right. Here's the number. 877-600-GANG. Try it, okay? All right, I want to finish up a little bit here because this drives me nuts what's going on. After the other night, after he spoke and everybody applauded for him, I just went nuts. I couldn't believe, why are they applauding for this guy? Obama contradicts his own health care law. He always has. And we're going to talk about that in a little bit. All about this Obama. They're getting rid of Obamacare. Matter of fact, they just voted today. They put in something with the budgets so that they start the repeal. But I want to finish what we were talking about. Where are we now? How did we get a stock market up to 20,000 from 8,000 when there's no profits? When there's no profits, people aren't working. 70% of people are working paycheck to paycheck. Food stamps went up 70%. How did we get to 20,000? I'm telling you how. It's a scheme. So can you imagine they changed the accounting? They changed the accounting rules. So now the banks, guess what they did? They said, okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to take the banks. Now we can run their stocks back up. So a stock went from $56 like Citigroup down to $5. With the change of the accounting rules, the stock, the CEO now could say, hey, the value's back up to $100,000. And the stock shoots up 400%. Are you nuts? That's cheating. We'll be right back. Join my gang. Call right now. 877-600-GANG.
Go to philsgang.com or call at 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. Open Line Friday. Don't forget, every Friday, here's the number, 855-745-7445. Use that number to participate in my radio show where I can give you information on your stock. Don't forget, that's every Friday, Open Line Friday. That's here on philsgang.com, every Friday.
Don't miss it. Tune in and call Phil with your stock questions on Open Line Fridays. Left-wing, right-wing, libertarians, independents. We may not all agree on politics, but we all agree that we need to plan for retirement. At philsgang.com, we prepare you and educate you on how to invest in the stock market so you can secure your retirement and live comfortably. Call Phil's Gang today, 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Or go to philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. We're offering the most powerful stock charts available on the market, the Max Vest 1000 charts. Now, the difference between these charts and all the other charts is this follows the money. Yes, it gives you a buy-sell signal. I know you're going to say, well, they all do. No, not true. The difference with the Max Vest is they follow the important money, the hedge funds, the biggest banks, the 401ks, the pension fund managers. That's the big difference. They're not following the emotion. That's what most charts do. They follow the money. That's what MaxVest does, follows the money. Check it out. Join my gang, philsgang.com. Oh, and the chart is low as $19.95 a month. For more information, just go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-GANG. We will see you on the charts.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264. Would you like to know how to secure your financial future? At philsgang.com, Phil Grandy and the Phil's Gang staff teaches and coaches you to build a successful investing plan to achieve your goals. philsgang.com gives you instruction on how to find low-risk, high-potential investing opportunities in the stock market. If you're new to the stock market and want to master the basics of stock investing and learn how to invest in stocks with little risk, then philsgang.com is your place. Learn from their extensive collection of educational videos about investing strategies and the analysis of charting. Every weekday, philsgang.com hosts live market webinars. They post market updates throughout the day. They have working investor programs and they provide financial updates throughout the day, and all material is archived. For only $39.95 a month, there is no other service like Phil's Gang offers. Start the new year off right. Secure your financial future with philsgang.com. Give them a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. If you're a Phil's Gang member or a fan of the Phil's Gang show, then you need the all-new Phil's Gang hat. Now available in a variety of colors and cool comfort styles for only $25. You can show your Phil's Gang pride with the stylish Are You Nuts hat or Phil's Gang logo hat. Don't wait. Go to philsgang.com and click on the shopping cart icon to order your hat today or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264.
As a mother, you don't want to have to worry about this bill is coming, but then she needs this chemo. That's a decision you shouldn't have to make.
El que San Jude no cobra ni un centavo para nosotros significa quitarnos todo ese estrés, esa preocupación y podernos enfocar en nuestra hija.
That was the first thing I was like, how are we going to do this? When St. Jude told us that we didn't have to pay a single bill, I was like, wow. They pretty much have saved us.
It's like the world has been lifted off of your shoulders, and now your focus is supporting this child.
There is not another hospital like St. Jude. The patient care is unmatchable. It saved my life. It saved my daughter's life. It saved our family.
Hi, my name is Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. You know the stock market goes up 72% of the time? Then why is it that the retail customer, 80% of the time, have lost money? Because they don't know when to get out. And that's why I'm providing a product called my MV2 chart that solves that problem. It's always about when do I get out? That problem has been solved. Check it out, my MV2 chart. Don't miss it.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Welcome back. This segment of the Phil's Gang Show is brought to you by the MV Stock Charts. For more information, go to philsgang.com.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. Okay. So I want to finish this up quickly, but first, let me give you the number, 877-600-GANG. Join my gang and follow me with gold mining stocks. Do you remember about 3 weeks ago, I said, join my gang, follow me with gold. Nobody did. Everybody thought I was nuts. It's follow me with gold. We'll put it on our MV2 chart. Follow me. It's going to be terrific. And then we talked about following, you could either follow GDX or GDXJ. And guess what? It turned green. It turned green on December 29th. And today, this stock is up over 23%. And let me just double check this number. Make sure. We got in around $31, and today is right around $37.50 is where it was trading at. 20%. Now, but remember, the important thing is not anybody, any dope can get in a stock. Anybody can get in that stock. But here's the thing. Now we're up over 20%. Maybe some gang members have 5%. Maybe some gang members have 10%. I don't want to mislead you. It's not that every gang member gets in exactly the same time. The value of being a gang member is you have the opportunity in front of you. In other words, the chart is for you and when you're like cat at the same time, so it turns green. So maybe wait 2 or 3 days. It doesn't matter. You just got 5% in 1 month. That's all. 5%. Do you know that 5% a month for 12 months is 72% return a year? Now nobody's going to do that. But my point is, all you need is 5%. You know how easy it is to get 5% a month on your money? If you know when to get out. And that's the whole key to this business. Not listening to this garbage.
Fundamentals. It's always about fundamentals, no matter what company we're talking about each and every day here on the show. When you go back to Q3 and you take a look at those numbers, beat on earnings, they beat on the revenue, $55 billion in revenue, by the way. Stock's trading 203 today. I think it's going higher.
He doesn't know it's going higher. Nobody knows it's going higher. But here's what's interesting about the stock. I go and I look it up, I put it on my chart. It's been red for almost, it's been red since December 8th. So people are buying this stock right now, listening to these guys on CNBC while they're pulling their money out. So it's worth it just to learn how, using this chart, to get you out in time, to give you peace of mind. That's what it's about. So here it is, 877-600-GANG. My guys are waiting right now on the phone. Check it out. Okay, so I want to finish this up. Where are we going in the future? Where are we now? Well, to figure out where we're going to go with Trump, you got to figure out where we came from. How come this market's up so much and yet we still can't hit over 3 weeks now, we still can't hit 20,000? Because the scheme was, remember, when those mortgages collapsed and a stock of Citibank went from $56 down to $5 because a $100,000 mortgage they had, subprime mortgage, they couldn't sell it anymore. The value dropped to $5,000. So they changed the accounting rules so that now the CEO of the city could now move the value back up on his balance sheet. Now, why did they do that? Because the creeps, the crooks and parasites, Bernanke at the Fed and Paulson at the Treasury came up with a great scheme. Anybody else would go to jail for. They said, let's do this. We'll change the accounting rules so that they can move their stock price up. Move it so the value is no longer $5,000. That subprime mortgage is back to $100,000. But here's the key: the stock is still at $5. Now, what we can do now that we have the new accounting, now the Federal Reserve will go in and buy those shares from the bank, but we'll pay them $100,000. We'll get that crap off their balance sheet, give them a check for $100,000. It's only worth really $5, but we changed the accounting rules so they could do their own, put their own value on it. And here's what we're really going to do: we're going to screw the people. Because once we get it on our balance sheet, we don't want this crap. What we're going to do is turn around and we're going to shift it over to the Treasury. The Treasury was sitting there thinking they buy a $100,000 mortgage that's worth only $5,000. And the reason it went back from $5,000 to $100,000 because they changed the accounting rules. So from mark to market, meaning you that's the fair value what somebody's willing to pay, to mark to model where the CEO can decide. And that's how they screwed all of us. That's why that's why Obama was unable. One of the reasons why Obama could not grow this country, because they took all these subprime mortgages and they dumped them in the U.S. Treasury. Are you kidding me? This is nuts. What a scheme that was. Screwed the taxpayers. Then they decided, hey, let's come up with a real story. Let's tell everybody we're going to do quantitative easing. We'll print money. We'll print $1 trillion. So they announced on November 8th, hey, look at this. We're buying all these bad subprime mortgages, and they're not bad anymore. They're all revalued. Look at Citigroup. The stock went from $5 back up to $68 like in a couple days. All the banks did the same thing. Some of these banks in 2 weeks went up 100%. 1,000% their stocks went up on this scam. Can you imagine? Because now all the banks just changed the value of their subprime mortgages. If it was a $100,000 mortgage, took it from $5,000 back up to $100,000. Now the Fed could take all their mortgages, and so they bought all the mortgages, giving them that cash. And they said, now you got your cash, your balance sheet is clean, everybody's buying their stocks going up like crazy. It's all fake. So then they said, well, let's do QE. We'll put $3 trillion into the stock market. Really push this market up because there's no profits. People won't know the difference. And guess what? People think that the stock market, that you value how well the economy is doing by looking at the stock market. So now what they did is they printed $1 trillion. They put it in the stock market. Then they printed and printed and printed and printed. All of a sudden they got $3 trillion into the stock market, pushing the market up. Then they go and they say, look, we got to get more. Got to push this market up even more because there's no profits. Here's what we'll do. Let's print $85 billion a month and we'll buy bonds. And when we buy those bonds, China and the other countries, Saudi Arabia, when we buy the bonds, we'll drive those yields down so bad, those bonds will be so unattractive, they'll jump into the stock market. So every month they printed $85 billion, kept buying all the bonds to make sure, this is the Fed, buying all the bonds to make sure that those bonds were so unattractive. The Saudis got out of the bond market, the Chinese got out of the bond, and they bought stocks. Boom, the stock market's going up even more. Now Obama's got to get elected. Now the market's up 125%. But wait a minute. There's no profits. People still aren't working. And everything is food stamps up 70%. Wages aren't improving. Productivity's not improving. But the stock market's now up 126%. Because of that scam. So now they said, wait, we want to get up even further now because I got to run. This is 2011. The market's starting to fall apart again. I got to prop this market up. How can I prop it up? I got to get reelected here. My election's here in 2012. What am I going to do? I know what we'll do. Let's print more money. And what we'll do is give it all to the CEOs and tell them to buy all their own stock to get their stock market way up. We'll get it from 126% up to 230%. How's that? But yet, there's no profits. No profits. Only 25% of the S&P 500 companies have profits. And the market's now heading towards 20,000. And this is what Obama left us with. What Trump said is a big, fat, ugly bubble, which Trump has to start reminding people of that and tell people, look, it's going to take me 18 months before you feel any difference in this economy. Now, who benefited from all this? The Main Street? No. Matter of fact, Obama told Main Street, do not loan to Main Street. Told the banks, do not loan to small businesses. Do not loan to the people who need house mortgages. Do not loan to them. Take the money and go out and buy stocks and speculate in commodities. Why commodities? To create an illusion that industry was booming again because they needed commodities. So who benefited? Obama's money bundlers, the 1 percentile, 10% of the households, Elon Musk, Sergey Brin, Warren Buffett, Steve Cohen, Carl Icahn, all these parasites. And that's what he left us with, a mess. We'll be right back.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. Phil Grandy is a career businessman who has also been an entrepreneur all his life. He has used his business skills to take companies on the abyss of bankruptcy and bringing them back to profitability. Phil has been honored by Inc. magazine for the 500 fastest growing privately held companies and has been recognized with the prestigious Entrepreneur of the Year award. From the real estate to gas and oil industries to the stock market, Phil Grandy has mastered his line of business from start to finish. And with a passion and desire to make you a profitable investor, only Phil teaches you and guides you to make informed, unemotional investment decisions. And you'll gain the knowledge of what Wall Street doesn't want you to know. If you want to learn from the best and strengthen your ability to invest, then turn to Phil Grandy and philsgang.com. Simply call Phil's Gang at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Or go to philsgang.com. Are you ready to get serious about your financial future? You know, reduce your debt, pay off those student loans, and prepare for retirement. Taking control of your finances can be intimidating, but with philsgang.com, you will be educated and guided to make smart investment decisions in the stock market. If the market is up or down, philsgang.com is the only source where you'll learn how to trade stocks and how to invest in the stock market using professional-level skills and strategies. For more information, go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Let me ask you, could you use a little extra money? Well, of course you could. Everybody could use that extra revenue to pay the bills, pay down debt, or save for retirement. With philsgang.com, we help you make that extra income in the stock market. For over 15 years, Phil Grandy and the philsgang.com team have helped folks who are interested in learning short-term and long-term investing by providing professional-level charting skills and strategies. philsgang.com is your #1 source to learn, invest, and profit in the stock market. And you can do this for only $39.95 a month. With philsgang.com, you learn how to invest in the market, you get daily investment coaching guidance, and you will learn to invest and trade with the skills and confidence of the pros. Just log on and get daily investment instructions and make profits. Plus, all philsgang.com material is archived for your convenience. Go to philsgang.com to join or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Call today.
As a mother, you don't want to have to worry about this bill is coming, but then she needs this chemo. That's a decision you shouldn't have to make.
At St. Jude, a family never sees a bill at all. It's like the world has been lifted off of your shoulders.
The treatment doesn't get any better than what you receive at St. Jude. It saved my life. It saved my daughter's life. It saved our family.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures, saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. Open Line Friday. Don't forget, every Friday, here's the number, 855-745-7445. Use that number to participate in my radio show where I can give you information on your stock. Don't forget, that's every Friday, Open Line Friday. That's here on philsgang.com, every Friday.
Don't miss it. Tune in and call Phil with your stock questions on Open Line Fridays. Left-wing, right-wing, libertarians, independents. We may not all agree on politics, but we all agree that we need to plan for retirement. At philsgang.com, we prepare you and educate you on how to invest in the stock market so you can secure your retirement and live comfortably. Call Phil's Gang today, 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Or go to philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.
Money, 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 can you use?
Welcome back. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call, 877-600-4264.
And like, okay, amazing, isn't it? Just amazing what these guys have done to this market. But that's the point. We don't care anymore. We don't care what they do. We don't care how they financially engineer. We don't have to worry. Now we know that, look, the market went up 230%. We know the market goes up 72% of the time. We know we can enjoy the rally without always sitting there with palms sweaty, worrying, going to bed at night worrying. And is the market going to come down? Or the stock I just bought, is it going to come down? That's behind you. The day that you said to your broker in 2008, 2009, 2010, I just want to keep my principal. Just want to keep my principal. Move me in bonds. Move me in bonds. Now your face is ripped off. Your face is totally ripped off. Never have to do that again. You don't have to worry about that again. You can enjoy the fruits of the stock market, not worrying about losing your principal as long as you know when to get out. Try it for 30 days. Here, I'll give you an idea. AMD, what a terrific stock that is. And it turned green for us, and that was back in October 26. And then it turned red. It turned red on January 3rd. That's a 62% gain. I'm not saying every game member made 62%. Matter of fact, if you want to see the returns on the MV2, just go to my site, philsgang.com, and just go under, it says the toolbox. Just hit go to my site where it says toolbox, click on there, and you'll see the returns. But I'm not telling you every single gang member has made those returns. I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying it tells you when to get in, when to get out. And that's the opportunity. If you decide to get in at $7.90, maybe somebody else decided to get in at $9.41. Maybe someone decided to get in at $6.38. The point is the opportunity is there, but the big point is you got out in time. You got out after this thing went up 60%. You got out in time. Now this thing is collapsing. It's collapsing, and they're telling you on CNBC to buy it. No, you should have been buying it when it turned green. 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, whatever makes you comfortable. You know, we talk about lies. It's amazing, isn't it? Listen to this.
And he's been scandal-free, frankly, in the White House. We haven't had that for a while.
Scandal-free in the White House? What are you, nuts? How about Operation Fast and Furious, Benghazi? How about the shovel-ready job scandal? How about the IRS targeting, remember Lois Lerner scandal? What happened with that scandal? How about the NSA mass surveillance? How about the payments to Iran hostages? How about Solandra? How about Bird Doll? That dope, the swap, that's not a scandal? How about Hillary's email scandal? How about WikiLeaks scandal? How about the drone killing scandal? How about the veteran scandal?
And he's been scandal-free, frankly, in the White House.
Yeah, really, frankly, yeah. Mm-hmm.
If you like your health care plan, you'll be able to keep your health care plan.
You think that was a lie? Catch this one.
Health care costs are rising at the slowest rate in 50 years.
Are you nuts? In 50 years? This guy even contradicts his own lies. He can't even remember them. He said that health care costs rising the slowest rate in 50 years. Yet his own administration announced this fall, that insurance premiums would rise by double-digit percentage in 2017. So he's lying to us, and he forgot his lie. He forgot what he said in 2017 October. Are you kidding? And you know why they said that? They were going to have double-digit percentage increases? Because around 20% of consumers, or 1 in 5, will only have one insurer left at their exchange. There's no competition. What a lie. In fact, doctor appointments and health insurance rose more in August of 2016 than any other time since 1984. Medical care prices increased by 4% from November 2015 to November 2016, and health care insurance and prescription drug prices increased by 6% over that same period. What a liar. Let me tell you the problem with these people. Obama and all his people, they, even as the Democrat socialist countries like Denmark and Sweden, they're going to, fundamentally, they're heading towards capitalism in terms of how they organize. Even communist China has moved towards capitalism in the way they organize. Because they know capitalism is going to become the universe system of economic organization. But yet Obama, what's he doing? He goes the other way. He follows Saul Alinsky, the Marxist. And he wants to go to socialism, but he really wants to go to communism. Boy, and that's why Trump has got to get out and tell the people it's going to take me 18 months just to try to turn this thing around a little bit. He destroyed it. He should take an hour show special, 1 hour special. Put up graphs, show. See, Obama believes you can't have a free market without government setting the rules. Oh, yeah, government setting the rules. You got to have government set the rules. And it's why he is a failed president. That's why he's a failed president. People didn't want that. That's why Hillary didn't get elected. People do not want the government setting the rules. He believes, like Hillary, that on the one side there is a free market, and on the other side there's government, and government should be in charge. Wall Street had 25% of America's banking assets. Now you know what it is? 44% of the banking assets. Healthcare insurance is consolidating into giant corporations. And as a result, the purchase of health insurance is stupid. It's terrible. It's a sin. It's a horrible thing. Now, that's not the fault of capitalism. It's the fault of these parasites in Congress who are bought by these large corporations. The more money these corporations make, the more they can buy a congressman. Go down through the hall of Congress, you see signs out there. I'm for sale, for sale sign. They look like realtors on a Sunday afternoon. Open house. Go down. Go it's like open house. Big signs out there. I'm open house, for sale. You need to change who is in Washington, and that's what's been done. You need to have term limits. Because, see, what's going to be a shock for Washington, the people who are still there, who are running, see, they look at the president as a PR person for their party. They say, the president's only going to be here for 8 years. You go raise money for us. You be the PR person. Slap everybody in the back. Don't worry, we'll continue to run the country. We've been running it for 50 years, 40 years, 30 years, 20 years. That's how they think. They think they have no respect for a president. It's always about the party, the party, the party, the party. So how can you make money in the stock market with a system like that? You're going to listen to these guys on CNBC, like Kramer, to tell you, oh, you better buy the stock because it's micro-coherent. Everything that's done in politics is reflected in the stock market. If you think you're going to buy a stock based on fundamentals, you're out of your mind. Look, I'm not telling you that I'm going to make you rich. I'm not going to tell you that you're not going to lose money. I always tell my gang, on 5 transactions, we can lose on 3 out of every 5. But because we have a chart, we know when to get out early. And we'll keep the losses so low, so small, when we have the big run, it covers them very easily. I'm not going to tell you you're going to be rich and you're going to be able to. I love these commercials where you ever notice how, come to our seminar on Saturday, and then they show the guy on his big speedboat and he's got girls around him, he got his mansion, his Rolls Royce. What are you, nuts? What are you, nuts? I'll show you my commercial. I'll be in a double wide. No, kidding. But ridiculous. They're always trying to get to your greed. They're always trying to make you. It's amazing, these commercials. And they all got these answers of how you're going to get rich. How you're going to get rich. Let me tell you how you get rich. It's hard work. Hard work. That's how you get rich. And you may lose it a couple of times before you keep it. Most millionaires have. But at least I developed a system for somebody, okay, who is making, even if you and your wife are making $60,000 together, $70,000 together, you got a chance. You're never going to reach retirement with Social Security. You're not going to reach retirement working for wages. Take a little bit of that money. And no, you should buy is just the spiders, the S&P 500, a basket of 500 stocks. You put it on my chart. Don't do anything else. And as long as it stays green, you stay in it. And when it turns red, you get out. Then when it turns green again, you get back in. And if you think it's a joke, it's a bunch of junk, then don't do it the next time. Just get rid of it after 30 days. Look, we have a great country, and this stock market is going to get better than ever. Better than ever. Do you know that over 100,000 more Americans are on jobless benefits now than before Obama took office? The middle class has shrunk under Obama. Boy, you wouldn't hear it. Listening to these people, wow, unbelievable. Hey, call now, 877-600-GANG, 877-600-GANG. They're waiting for your call.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
It's up to me to make my dreams.
Let me ask you, could you use a little extra